To handcuff someone, handcuffs aren't placed on properly and they can pop open or be too big for a suspect, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen them too
This
big.
is the defense lawyer is trying to justify the clear murder,
Sometimes in the process of handcuffing
this was
someone,
not first-class murder, it was worst-class murder. More than 9 minutes, he put his knee on his neck and killed him in front of the whole world. It is 2 times 2 equals 4. He's trying to prove that 2 times 2 is not 4. Can't believe it. This is farce. This is just farce. I cannot believe it. How in the world they are continuing this trial? There's nothing to try. The whole world, everyone saw. And at the end, the guy died under his knee. 9 minutes. And his hands was in his pocket. So the way is April 2nd, 2021. It will not be surprised if jury is duped by the sophists. Unfortunately, the jury selection is horrible. Basically, we end up with leftover juries, the ones that have no clue, because in voir dire, the jury members, anyone who seems to be awake, to be knowledgeable, they are kicked out, eliminated by 2 parties. At the end, you end up with jury members, most of the time, we have no clue about the world. In fact, you end up with few of them, that's enough for the case. Oh my God. It's unbelievable how Rodney King's trial lost that way. This famous case, you know what, OJ case, again, jury was duped. Especially Rodney King's trial. He was beaten by police for minutes and minutes. He was on the floor. And they basically fooled jury members. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This young man was handcuffed, was on the floor, and this guy, his hands in his pocket, he was not in danger at all. He was showing to the world he doesn't care about his life. You don't do that to wild animals. He was there on the floor, people around, and he had also his friends, police. And the cowards around, those people, they were cowards, they didn't intervene. He was suffocating the guy for more than 9 minutes. That, we witnessed it. We were all witness. People over there, they were witness. There's no need for this farce trial, days of days. His lawyers trying to prove that 2 times 2 is not 4. But I'm afraid that jury members will be fooled because there are weak people there in jury. Today's jury system is not good. The jury selection should be based on both elimination and selection. Each party should be able to select, let's say, 3 jury members, and then the leftovers, that's okay, few leftovers. But we get the weakest minds in the jury. And I worry that if these police officers, in fact, he should be tried from first-degree murder. In fact, it was a worst-degree murder. Now he's not even tried from first-degree murder. Being a police officer should not give anyone license to kill a human being, to treat him. In fact, from the first, when they started, he was cussing him, the police officer. How can you cuss a citizen? You are getting your salary from his tax money. They were effing, put your effing hand here and away. If he was a white man or in an expensive car, they would treat him very differently. Imagine, always put yourself in the neck of that person. I will not even mention the names because there are so many black people who have been killed, white people too. It's all about a matter of money. If you don't have money in this country, unfortunately, you are mistreated. Even O.J. Simpson was black, but because of the money, he was able to hire sophists, like magicians. They fooled the jury members. They could influence. The system, unfortunately, is biased toward rich people. Shame, and towards police officers. And I'm not against police. I know there are wonderful police officers, but among them there are obviously racist, sadist psychopaths. They should kick out those people. I think those who mindset, there's no empathy. If they had empathy from the beginning, this guy was crying in the car. Are you going to kill me? He was panicking. And he was also under influence. People have certain psychological issues. Police should be trained, should have empathy. Instead of escalating, should de-escalate the tension. But police over there, through the tone of voice, the way he was addressing, this is unbelievable. Again and again, there must be a great change in this country. Unfortunately, some white people have evil thoughts about black people, and if they put themselves in their shoes, and how were their ancestors, the way they were treated, what they inherited and what white people inherited. That basically Americans' wealth is based on slavery. The seed of American wealth was slavery, free work. That started the Industrial Revolution. Anyway, and also immigrants in this country. Look at inventions and innovations. Look at the engineering departments, science departments. A lot of immigrants, but there is somehow anti-immigrant sentiments, racism and religious dogmatism are too evil in history, two hormones that intoxicate people and turn good people to evil people. Therefore, we should fight against racism, jingoism, nationalism, and against religions. I am a rational monotheist, but organized religions are danger throughout history. And you see that most of Trump's supporters, they were evangelical Christians. No different than those religious people supporting Turkish dictator Tayyip Erdogan. Throughout history, look at Modi's supporters. Two things they wave: flags and holy books. Anyway.